positive divisors of n. Then it is denoted by, so sum of positive divisors of it is denoted by sigma of n and sigma of n. Sum of positive divisors of a number n. Sum of positive divisors of a number n is denoted by sigma n. Suppose let n is equal to same p1 to the power of r1 product p2 to the power of r2 and so on pk to the power of rk. Here n value n must be greater than 1. N must be greater than 1. Then tau of n is equal to, now the formula is tau of n is equal to, yes, this is p1 to the power of geometric series la vastundandi, p1 to the power of r1 plus 1 minus 1 by p1 minus 1. Because of దీనికి ఎన్ని డివైజర్స్ ఉంటాయండి p1 కు 1 p1 square p2 square p3 square and so on up to p1 power r1 divisors ఉంటాయి. Their sum is p1 power r1 plus 1 minus 1 by p1 minus 1. p2 power r2 కు how many divisors ఎన్ని ఉంటాయండి? p2 power r2 divisors are 1 p2 square p2 cube and so on p to the power of r2 ఉంటాయండి. సో దాన్ని సింప్లిఫై చేస్తే మనకు p2 power r2 plus 1 minus 1 by p2 minus 1 and so on. Yes, last కి వచ్చేసరికి ఏం కావాలి? pk power rk plus 1 minus 1 by pk minus 1. pk power rk plus 1 minus 1 by pk minus 1. This is the formula for sum of positive divisors of n. ఎలా వచ్చిందంటే some hint I am giving how you can calculate this formula. Very simple. Now first I'm discussing about that p1 power గురించి మాట్లాడుకుందాం. What are the positive divisors of p1 power r1 కి ఏముంటాయి చెప్పండి ఎవరన్నా? What are the positive divisors of p1 power r1? 1 is divisor, p1 is power 1 is divisor, p1 power 2 is divisor, p1 power 3 divisor, up to ఎక్కడ వరకు ఉంటుందండి? Itself is a divisor. p1 power r1 is also divisor. So 1 p1 power 1 p1 power 2 p1 power r1. How many divisors are there here? ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి చెప్పగలరా? r1 plus 1 divisors. r1 plus 1 divisors, including these are all the r1 these are all are the r1 terms. This is plus 1 r1 plus 1 divisors ఉన్నాయి. Okay, therefore sum of positive divisors is equal to sum of divisors of p1 power r1 గురించి మాట్లాడుకుందాం. sum of divisors of p1 power r1 అంటే ఏంటి చెప్పండి? అవి 1 plus p1 power 1 p1 power 2 plus and so on p1 power r1. p1 power 1 p1 power 2 p1 power 3 and so on p1 power r1 up to ఇక్కడ r1 plus 1 terms ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి sum of n terms, sum of r plus 1 terms formula a value ఏంటండి? a is equal to 1 కాబట్టి 1 into yes p1 power r1 plus 1 minus 1 by p1 minus 1. Idea ఉందండి formulas in geometric series? It is in GP. In geometrical progression Sn is equal to a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. Yes, here n is equal to n terms ఉన్నాయి, ఇక్కడ n terms కాదు, n plus 1 r1 plus 1 terms ఉన్నాయి, r1 plus 1 term, so that we can write this is equal to p1 power r1 plus 1 minus 1 by p1 minus 1. Similarly p2 కి ఎలా ఉంటుందండి? sum of divisors of p2 power r2 కూడా అనుకో, సేమ్ ఐడియా ఇది, p2 power r2 plus 1 minus 1 by p2 minus 1. Similarly sum of divisors of pk power rk కూడా pk power rk plus 1 minus 1 by pk minus 1. So now sigma n is equal to product of these, sigma n is equal to p1 power r1 plus 1 minus 1 by p1 minus 1 into p2 power r2 plus 1 minus 1 by p2 minus 1 and so on. This is pk power rk plus 1 minus 1 by pk minus 1. This is the formula for sum of positive divisors of a number n. N must be greater than 1. N must be greater than 1. Okay. Then what is sigma 1? Well, note what is sigma 1? Can you say anybody? Sigma 1 is equal to
1 itself.
1 itself, because of 1 could divisors 1 can be divisor only 1 itself. Therefore, it is answer is 1. Sigma 2 kavalankondi. What is sigma 2? 2 could divisors. 2 could divide 1 and 2 itself. 1 is a divisor, 2 itself is a divisor. 1 plus 2, this is equal to 3. I can use this formula also. Formula vaaditho cheyagalutama? Yes, 2 is equal to 2 power 1. It's nothing but P1 power 1. P1 power 1. Now sigma 2 is equal to, according to the formula, sigma 2 is equal to, what is the formula? P1 power 1 plus 1 minus P1 power. This is P1 power R1 plus 1 minus 1 by P1 minus 1. Only one term undi kabatti. Now P1 is equal to 2. R1 and emaitundi? P1 is equal to 2. R1 is equal to 1. Yes. P1 2 power 1 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. 4 minus 1 by 1. This is equal to 3. Yes. This is equal to 3. So similarly, you see sum of divisors of 2, 1 and 2, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Mari is small number aithe okay. Bigger number ko vachesariki ibbandi avutundi kabatti, can you say sigma 3? 3 prime number. Sigma 3 divisors enti 1 and 3 itself.
1, 3, sir.
Yes, kabatti 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. You can apply same formula. Din ila chesina kuda vastundi. Now, can you find sigma 10? Sum of divisors of positive divisors of 10 enta? Question. Sum of positive divisors of a number 10. 10 kunnatuvanti positive divisors andi. Simplify cheste general ga aithe emaitandi 1 avutundi, 2 avutundi, 5, then 10. Any divisors unnayandi diniki?
4 divisors, sir.
4 divisors. Number of divisors sigma tau 10 is equal to here tau 10 is equal to 4 avutundi. Tau of 10 is equal to 4 avutundi. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 5, 8 plus, yes, 18 answer 18 వస్తుందా? చూడండి మనకి వెరిఫై చేస్తే కూడా అంతే రావాలి. సో దిస్ is sigma 10 is equal to sigma of 10 is equal to, it is a problem. Sigma 10 answer చేయండి please. Yes, please answer by using the formula.
18, sir.
18, sir.
3 into 6.
18 only.
Okay na? This is sigma times of 2 into 5. 2 power 1. Yes. This is in the form of sigma of P1 power R1 into P2 power R2. Like this formula. P1 power R1 into P2 power R2. Now first term name raskochu ante 2 to the power of 1 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. This is 5 to the power of 1 plus 1 minus 1 by 5 minus 1. By using this formula, 2 square minus 1, this is 3 into 5 square 25 minus 1, 24 by 4. This is equal to 18. Yes, sum of positive divisors of 10 is 18. Okay, so by using this type of formula, we can apply divisors. Sum of positive. Sigma, this is final last question. Sum of positive divisors of 100. Sum of positive divisors 100. 100 గురించి మాట్లాడదామండి. Pi of 10 ఏమవుతుంది 100 గురించి. 100 can be written as 10 square. This is 2 power 2, 5 power 2. 2 power 2, 5 power 2. Yes, sigma 100 is equal to, answer ఎంత అవుతుంది? 2 power 2 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. 5 power 2 plus 1 minus 1 by 5 minus 1. How many positive divisors? Sum of the positive divisors. 2 cube minus 1. 2 cube minus 1. This is 8 minus 1. 7 into
107.
25 minus 1. 24 by 4. Is it correct or not? 25, 125, I think.
Sir,
Sorry.
124.
124, yes. 124 by
107.
4.
Answer.
217, sir.
Answer is
217.
217.
217.
217. 217. Sum of how many positive divisors ఏమున్నాయండి? Number of positive divisors కనుక్కోవాలనుకోండి. Number of positive divisors.
9. 9.
ఇంతకుముందే చేస్తాం కదా. Number of positive divisors tau of 100. Tau of 100 is equal to just 2 plus 1 power 2 plus 1. This is equal to 9. ఈ 9 సమ్ చేస్తే మనకు వచ్చింది. What is the pi of 100? Euler's totient function. Euler's totient function pi of 100 మీకు చెప్పాను. దీనికి ఒక ఫార్ములా కూడా చెప్పాను. pi of 10 స్క్వేర్. ఇది ఎప్పుడైతే 10 స్క్వేర్ లో ఉందనుకోండి 4 times of 10 to the power of n minus 1. మీకు ఒక ఫార్ములా షార్ట్ కట్ ఫార్ములా ఇచ్చినా డైరెక్ట్ చూపు చేసుకోవచ్చు ఒకవేళ గుర్తు లేదనుకోండి.
40, sir, answer.
Yes, pi of 10 power n is equal to 4 times of 10 power n minus 1 అండి. or else we can write 2 power 4, 5 power 4 అట్లా కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. This is 4 times of 10 power 2 minus 1. Simply we get 40. సో ఈ విధంగా ఒక నెంబర్ కు ఏమేం కనుక్కున్నామండి? ఇక్కడ Euler's totient function కనుక్కున్నాం, పాజిటివ్ డివైజర్ కనుక్కున్నాం, సమ్ ఆఫ్ పాజిటివ్ డివైజర్స్ క్యాల్కులేట్ చేస్తాం. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వి రిక్వైర్ ఫర్ గ్రూప్ థియరీ. గ్రూప్ థియరీ లో మనకు నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సబ్ గ్రూప్స్ కోసం కానీ సైక్లిక్ సబ్ గ్రూప్స్ కానీ కనుక్కునే